Creepers, what's going on, you crazy creeps? It's Clearsky and I'm back. How the heck are you guys? Today's vlog starts here at Hood Avenue off of Powell Boulevard and brings us to the Mount Hood Theater. Opening June 2nd of 1950 with its first showing was the brand new Civil War film The Eagle and the Hawk, starring John Payne and Rhonda Fleming. This theater's enormous auditorium boasted that they had air conditioning and could hold up to 800 people in chairs equipped with body-formed cushion seats, carpeting aisles, and a gradual sloping floor made it excellent for new patrons to check out the theater. This Mount Hood Theater hasn't changed much over the years, and in fact, if you look closely, you can still see some remnants from the past, including these circular door handles and pieces that go over the door themselves are all original pieces from either the Gresham or the original Mount Hood Cinema. This piece on the door here was later added for the Mount Hood insignia, but these original door handles have stayed the same with this stainless steel and the side doors that go across, forever being a relic of the past. Pictured here you can see the handles. Also the marquee has changed a bit over the years, but the newer owners did a great job of keeping the likeness of the sign. Also, this pole-like structure has stayed similar throughout the years, and the placing of the marquee as well. You can see here the original sign, and if you go underneath the marquee, there's all these little holes placed intricately below where the sign is, which would have acted as the little light bulbs that would have hung down from the actual marquee itself to create a little ambiance of lights. And now you see they have these three embedded lights placed here as well, but back in the day, this whole undercarriage, including this little guard here across the matinee board or the marquee, would have had bulbs. As I peek the camera into the building itself, you can see the old school checkered board and this new school shirt you can buy. Gresham's living room since 1914. Gresham Mount Hood Theater. Pretty cool to see the old relics of the past, including that old popcorn machine there way in the back, and it looks like even some attractions coming soon. This building has kind of stayed the same and is basically a relic of the past. You can see they proudly serve Coca-Cola products, and if you peek the camera into this angle, you can get a little glimpse of the concession stands as well as the old reader boards display the popcorn and all the goodies that you would get before sitting down to one of your favorite movies or even a new one. I also noticed these little glass pieces here underneath where you would purchase your ticket, and I believe that those glass pieces were part of the original theater as well. And also, pulling up pictures from the past, those little glass box window deals would have been intricately placed here as you would have purchased your tickets before the show via a little box here with a person that worked here taking your tickets. And you can see there's still a door on each side that would have acted as a entrance to the cry rooms. This theater was the first of its kind to feature cry rooms on both sides, so that if you brought your little one to the show and they started crying, you could put them in the cry room. But right here was the structure where you would have paid to enter the building, and like I said, that little structure was made out of those same glass little pieces right there. So the basic facade of the building has stayed the same, with opening entrances on both sides, but now there are businesses that occupy both spaces, and the reader board was removed and changed in the late 90s when the new owners took it over. This was the 5th establishment for the Moyer family, which were a giantly known to own movies locations, including theaters and drive-ins all around the metropolitan area. They also own movie houses in Milwaukee, Selwood, Sandy, and another in Gresham. Previous to Hood was the Gresham Cinemas, which the Moyer owned as well. You can also see these little protrusions off the building in some of the old-timey shots. So this Art Deco style was really popular on theaters at the time. And also the little window up top here is where the projectionist would have shot the film into the theater via this little window right up top. He would have sat right in here and reeled the films onto the reel, and maybe even took a little gander across the street of Powell. On opening night, the price of admission was only 50 cents for adults, 20 cents for children, and 60 cents if you wanted to sit in the lodge section. Although the opening weekend showed only one movie, after that there was always a double feature with a cartoon. I also wanted to take you guys just a few blocks from here to this giant mural that we have featured on the channel before, but I wanted to show you guys the little cinema here in town via the mural just a block away from it. And if you look closely, it's the same layout, including the little projectionist window like I showed you. And if you look close, you can even see a little guy in there with a camera. Pretty cool.
Alright guys, so check this out. I got to thinking and I thought, why not go deep down the rabbit hole? And in fact, I stopped, which is not too far from where we were just at the Hood Theater, into the Gresham Historical Museum. And I was talking with one of the curators here about some info via the theater, and I think I struck gold, so let's check this out.
That was the old Gresham Theater.
Yes.
And so when this burned down, and I don't have a date in front of me, but I'm thinking it was either late 60s or early 70s, and then they built the Hood Theater just a block or two away.
So this is the Hood.
No,
here, oh.
This is the Gresham Theater.
This is the original Gresham. Oh, I see the sign there on the marquee actually says Gresham.
Right.
So is that in the same location as well?
No, it's a block or two away.
A block or two away, east?
Yeah. The old one is west of where the new one is.
Oh wow! I want what sits there now. Then I'm trying to think.
Riegelman's.
Oh, Riegelman's. Okay, and wait, they have a lot of history here too. I actually saw their old vintage sign out there from the 50s. So this is the first original theater, you guys. Pre-Mount Hood. Oh, sorry about my camera there. Pre-Mount Hood or pre-Hood. And I believe they were owned. Were they owned by the Moyer family as well?
They were. In fact, that's a picture of Mary and Rose.
Oh, Mary and Bruce were their names. Oh, I didn't even see it.
Harry and Rose.
Oh, Harry and Rose. Sorry about that.
Hard to talk with these mountains.
Right? No, that's cool. And there they are right out front there, you guys. And that's the Moyers that owned the... We just recently visited the old drive-in down there on Powell.
There's another view.
Wow. So this was the very first cinema. This was
the Gresham Cinema.
Gresham Cinema. And now, you said this burnt down.
Yeah.
In what year?
I'm thinking late 60s.
Late 60s.
68-ish, somewhere in there.
And then the same family decided to build where the Hood stands now.
Yeah, right.
Wow. That is so cool. So they built the Gresham in 1936.
Yeah, and like I said, it burned down about 68.
Wow, so it's only there about 30 years.
Yeah.
And do you know how it burned down?
No.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me get another good little shot here. And you can see up top there 2 matinees. Now I wonder if this was a double screen or if it was like a single like the hood is now.
I think it was single.
Single, yeah. Maybe dual, you know, first and second floor as well. So, wow, look at that. That's an old...
So here you get, see the hardware store. This was on Roberts, or no, the next block up, because you can see the Gresham Theater.
Right. Oh yeah, right off in the distance, you guys, if you look real close there, right past where it says hardware, you can just barely see there. Oh, there it goes. The camera's focusing good now. You can see right there, there's the marquee. So not too far from where the hood stands now. I would have never known that if I didn't come in here.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that until I read about it.
Wow. Because where we stand here was the library, right? And the library burnt down and they reconstructed it as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, this was built in 1913.
Oh, 19, wow. So it's got a lot of history, no kidding.
Years, yeah.
Very cool.
This is another view of the Gresham Theater. You can tell it's got that Art Deco look.
Yes, it does.
And
a lot of those old Art Deco, I forgot who the contractor was that did the hood structure, but I think he resembled it off of the old structure being the Art Deco, like you said. Right off there to the right, you guys, you can see those pieces there. Very cool. And it was snowing even there then. Just goes to show you, we're in it for winter time. And that's the same, is that the Gresham as well?
Yep, another view.
Gosh, that's crazy, because I wonder if when they reconstructed or went ahead and built the hood, I wonder if they were able to salvage some of the pieces from the original, because I've pulled up shots that I showed them when I was doing the vlog earlier this morning. Oh, is that of it being burnt down?
Okay, 1970s.
Wow, look at that, you guys.
Yeah.
That's when it struck. Somebody caught that unfortunate event. Man, look at that hose is really going. And you can see up top there. But I think they salvaged maybe the door handles and things of that nature, because all these years later, it's still the same U-shaped handles with the lining across. It's the same. Wow, that's unfortunate that burned down. So we tried to find a hood theater search. That's a tongue twister. And look at this, no records. So even here at the main, basically, source, the only way we would be able to establish pictures if you guys saw this vlog and maybe chimed in the comment section and maybe could scan in, or if you have old pictures of the cinema, send them in and we will contact, I'll leave links also to the website of Hood Cinemas and whatnot, and support their drive-through. They do a drive-through.
Send us a picture of the hood.
Yeah, send us a picture if you guys have any flicks of maybe just, you know, as a kid visiting or just happen to be driving by and taking flicks. I can't find anything on Google. It would be extremely helpful not only for here at the Oregon Museum of History, and specifically Gresham, but I would just love to see them in general. I really would. So thank you so much for your time. Sure. I really appreciate it. This is so cool, and I'll give you an air shake just so we keep it, you know, or air bump, or maybe some elbows. But thank you so much. How cool is that, you guys? Feel very blessed to have this right here in the heart of Gresham, and that was so cool of him to find those pictures for us. And like I promised, I'll peek the camera around here a little bit and show you guys more, but they are doing a little meeting here, so I want to keep it down. So I'll poke the camera around and then I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Like I said, this place is full, and they pulled up some shots there on the computer, but check this out. There's the Gresham Theater as well. Not to be confused with the hood just down the way, and like I was saying, a lot of the same Art Deco style right there, 1936. Gresham Theater, owned and operated by Harry and Rose Moyer. The theater was located the south side of Powell next to Metzer's store. And there they are right out front there. That is so cool. Check it out, you guys. There's one of those original glass piece like I was showing you. Now I'm not sure if this was from the Gresham, probably. But like I said, with the hood being built down the way, they may have reused a lot of those pieces like I showed you guys on the inside of the lobby there.